Most layoffs don't come out of nowhere. They're predictable, not emotionally, but operationally. If you've ever said, "We didn't see this coming," what you really mean is, we weren't measuring the right things. This video isn't about fear. It's about why reorgs and layoffs follow the same pattern every time. Leaders are told layoffs happen because of the economy, or the market, or growth that came too fast. That's comforting because it suggests nothing could have been done. But inside organizations, layoffs don't start with revenue drops. They start with loss of visibility. When leaders can't see how talent and time and decisions connect to outcomes, headcount becomes the blunt instrument. Here's the pattern I see over and over again. The org grows, work multiplies, meetings increase, but clarity doesn't. So leadership reorganizes, roles changes, titles shift, reporting line moves. But the underlying system, the way work actually flows, stays broken. Reorg are usually a symptom, not a solution. This is where it gets uncomfortable. Layoffs don't target bad teams first, they target unclear ones. Teams doing real work without clear metrics are the hardest to defend. In moments of pressure, leadership doesn't ask, "Who works the hardest?" They ask, "What can we justify keeping?" That's how strong teams disappear. Layoffs usually follow one sentence: "We need to reduce costs, but we can't slow down." That sentence only exists when time isn't measured, decisions aren't tracked, and capacity is guessed at. When leaders don't understand how value is created, they cut what they can count. Layoffs are what happens when strategy is replaced by urgency. Here's the part most leaders never hear. Layoffs are often preventable, not by optimism, but by systems. Organizations that avoid panic cuts do three things differently. They track time as a strategic asset, they connect decisions to downstream impact, and they design operations before crisis forces their hand. That's not culture, that's architecture. Layoffs aren't a failure of people, they're a failure of systems. And systems can be fixed, but only before the damage shows up on a spreadsheet. If this video felt a little too familiar, that's not fear, that's recognition. The companies that survive the next cycle won't be the busiest ones, they'll be the clearest.